Welcome back, brothers and sisters. I am Braden. This is Langley Outdoors Academy, the place where we not only talk about what's going on in the gun world, but also how we're going to fix it together. And the content that I'm about to show you is a few of the things, my initial baseline as we go forward after the Trump attempted assassination, on what was the cause, where we're going, and then we are just getting started. We're going to walk through all the reactions from the liberals on the far left, the gun controllers, ironically saying the exact same things they always say, but leaving out a pretty important part. Make sure you are tuned in today. Make sure that like button is hit. Subscribe to the channel. Turn the notification bell on because we have got so much stuff to talk about this Trump attempted assassination and what it's going to mean ultimately. But check this out. Don't let this guy, don't feed this guy. This is the YouTube algorithm. He snacks on unwitting subscriptions, people who need two-way news, two-way goodness, and he interrupts that feed by stealing that subscription. So make sure his gluttony is not fixed with your subscription. Make sure it is active because that guy's thirst for censorship and it's just unsatiable. So make sure that subscription is still on. All right, this content is brought to you today by Aura. I'm going to say a quick word and then we're going to get into the crazy. Financial fraud happens everywhere in the United States every single day. And like you, I am vulnerable to it as well. My own personal story, my wife has had her credit card stolen while she was getting gas and would never have noticed that our money was being used incrementally across the United States had she not been looking directly at the app when it was occurring. It is because of this story that I'm happy to partner with our sponsor, Aura. Now, Aura is an easy-to-use app that includes everything you need to stay safe online. In fact, recently, Ticketmaster was hacked and the data of 560 million users were put up for sale on the dark web. Aura protects you from scammers and hackers by scanning the dark web where criminals sell stolen information, looking for your emails, passwords, and social security numbers. It alerts you fast if it finds anything. Let Aura do the hard work of keeping you safe online. If you sign up right now at Aura, they will give you a 2-week free trial with my link. Go to my sponsored link, aura.com, in the description box below and get your 2-week free trial for yourself. And thank you so much to Aura for sponsoring this content. All right, so let's get into this. What I'm about to walk through with you is a few observations politically, a few observations of how we got to this point, and then we get to start the ball rolling. But this is unprecedented. Thank God Trump is okay, because now they miss the king. And what's the number one rule? If you're going to go after the king, don't miss. Because now, politically, yeah, we'll address that later. But the first thing I want to bring to your attention is a post that a good friend of mine, Colin Noir, posted up. Say hello to your president. The image that you're looking for right now, and this is starting in the political ramifications, because that's what we focus on, is the political implications of 2A to spread freedom. You're looking at the campaign ad and the campaign poster for the next 3 months. Now, the irony here is the Biden administration and the Democrats had been on the media circuit saying that the focus had to be back on Trump. Well, mission accomplished. It's definitely back on Trump now. Not in the way they intended, most likely, because this is only going to support him and show him as a honest, heroic figure, and this just got shot 10 seconds before this photo was taken. Now, you're going to see the left go down a lot of roads. They're going to blame guns. They're going to blame Republicans. They're going to say, who was the shooter? Who was the person involved? Let's see if we can get away with not having it be a lefty. That's what you're going to see. And we're going to cover a lot of it as we go through today, because today is going to be a jam-packed day, because we got to do the prep work before the media gets a hold of this starting tomorrow. But that's where we're at with the actual tweet from Colin, and I think that's dead on. I think that is absolutely correct. He's going to be elected now if you go out and vote and you send down ballot the same message, because you have a tremendous opportunity. He's going to have that everywhere. It's going to be on t-shirts. That's going to be part of his brand, his image, everything. But now, I want to jump over to one of my favorite liberal pundits. This guy is Cenk Uygur. He is on the Young Turks. This is far left. This is so far left. If you're standing in the political middle, you need a pair of binoculars to see where this guy is. That's how far left he is. But even he gets it. Check this out. This is an excerpt of a live stream that he did when it happened on the Young Turks. So check this out.
You see him there, say, wait, 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 to the Secret Service. Then it appears he says to the crowd, fight, fight, fight. He looks totally heroic. You got to be honest about it. You have to be objective about it. That's our job. Look, thank God he's alive. Shooting your political opponents is an act of submission. Unilateral surrender, saying my ideas are too weak. I can't beat you politically. I've got to end you physically. That's a disaster. The shooter is, of course, disgusting, both morally and, of course, politically. He's done nothing but terrible damage. And it is clearly an assassination attempt. 5 shots fired. BBC has an interview with an eyewitness that saw him on the roof with a rifle. It appears that this is now the best guess we have, that a bullet might have ricocheted or hit something else, and hence that's why he has a superficial wound on his ear or neck. He's totally fine, but he really could have been killed. It was an assassination attempt. It appears the guy basically missed, hit something else, and that's why Trump was grazed. Those pictures and videos, now just from purely political perspective, are going to look terrific for him. I've called him a coward hundreds of times, but here he was not. He was brave, and that was an incredible moment when he put his arm up and said, "Fight, fight, fight." So,
all right. So enough looking at that guy's face. It was not shrapnel. Anybody in the gun world knows that that's not what happened. What happened was the guy just flat out missed. Flat out. That's exactly what happened. You can blame Secret Service, you can blame FBI, you can blame police, you can say XYZ. The fact is, he just flat out missed. Now, for Cenk Uygur to get up there and say, brave, heroic, that means something significant. But again, that's just the reaction from the liberals on the mainstream the far left of the Young Turks. That's going to have repercussions across the entire electorate. The guy just cemented his legend status. That's what you're seeing. Objectively, that's what this image is. But now we get to the part where how could it have gotten to this point? And again, we're just now getting started on videos. Me and Katie are going crazy on this weekend. Look at what happens when you start to look back a little bit over the last 8 years. Donald Trump Jr., we're going to start this bad boy off. Look, don't tell me they didn't know exactly what they were doing with this crap. Calling my dad a dictator and a threat to democracy wasn't some off comment. It has been the main message of the Biden-Kamala campaign and Democrats across the country. And if you needed any proof of that, I'm going to play a few clips here, also from Twitter. We're going to go to the next one. I'm going to blur out the actual individual account because it's not about who posted it, but I want to play this one and listen to this montage.
He is not only unfit, he is destructive to our democracy, and he has to be eliminated.
He will get away with, he will imprison, he will execute whoever he's allowed to imprison, execute.
Other people have tried to draw similarities between Mussolini and Hitler. The difference, though, I think makes Donald Trump even more dangerous because he has actually said out loud that it would be okay to terminate the Constitution to keep him in power.
Well, Hitler was duly elected.
That's right.
Somebody with those tendencies, those dictatorial, authoritarian tendencies would be like, oh, okay, we're going to shut this down. We're going to throw these people in jail.
Sounds like Nazism, if it walks like Nazism, if you're not exactly sure what you call it, if you don't call it fascism.
Donald Trump is going to consolidate power, politicize the rule of law, and break down democracy one day at a time.
Yeah, that checks out. Okay. So, are you starting to see a pattern? Let's go to the next one, because again, this is about something that we've hit on a lot on this channel. The left, the honest to God, the Democrat wing of the mainstream media party, has built this entire apparatus around fear and outrage, and that's the only way they motivate people to go vote and do what they want them to do. But the bad side effect of that type of rhetoric is you get people listening to that and they go, he is a threat to democracy. He is gonna kill me. He is gonna do all these things. I would be a hero if I stopped that. This rhetoric is how you get to this point. One more thing. Let me show you this clip right here, because this, again, it's the same type of stuff.
Most recently, it was a BBC reporter who took to Twitter to write, if I was Biden, I'd hurry up and have Trump murdered on the basis that he is a threat to America's security. That's David Aronovich.
Joe, you now have the right to take that Trump out. Take him out, Joe. If he was Hitler and this was 1940, you'd take him out. Well, he is Hitler and this is 1940. Take him the out.
I think that Joe Biden should officially have Donald Trump killed off. And that would solve this problem of him being too stupid to run our country for 4 more years.
I said, no. I said, if we were in high school, I'd take you behind the gym and beat the hell out of him.
That's uncomfy. Let me get away from that image just for YouTube's sake. That's a little uncomfy, and this is what they did. What you're watching is the fever pitch of the media bringing us to this point, and now it's going to shift backwards. The left is about to start making they're about to start making alliterations and comparisons to how gun control should have been the solution. That never would have happened. They're going to start saying that if he wasn't such a meanie pants, this wouldn't have happened. You're going to start to see it because the Biden administration cannot overcome this. That's what you're going to see. We're going to walk you through the entire thing all day. Make sure that subscription is active, that algo monster doesn't eat you alive, because no one likes the algo monster. And of course, you guys have one of the best Saturdays on record, and I will see you on the next one. Actually, no, this is Sunday. Whew, lots happened. Make it this best Sunday ever, and I will see you on the next one.